This is probably terrible lighting, but this is how we're doing it. I am in my room. I don't record videos in my room anymore. That was years ago. But this is the coolest project that I never made a video on. I need to stop looking at me in the viewfinder and look at the lens so I can look into your soul. It is not my record player that I got for Christmas. I was gonna say I definitely didn't make it. I wanna mod it into something that's cooler looking than like the suitcase thing. But it's also not the table that you can't see that I did make around the same time as this project that we're talking about today. And you don't get to see the record table that I made because I'm not a woodworker. But this is my arcade picture frame. This was a project that I made in February after the charity event was done. February is usually my rest for the year, my vacation from video making, because I make those videos for the charity event and then I post them in February, so then I don't have to do work in February. Really, more realistically, I just give myself a bit of a break in January and the start of February. But anyways, it is an arcade machine that is as thin as a picture frame. It's not an actual picture frame. I made it out of crown molding. I think it's crown molding. Technically, it's probably just like transition piece of some sort. I got it from Home Depot, like a 6-foot strip, or maybe it was something we had in the garage from the kitchen remodel. But I painted it and glued it together, put a little caulking on it. Wish I wouldn't have done caulking because spray paint didn't really stick to caulking. But it looks like a picture frame, a square picture frame. And then there's the screen from my old arcade machine in there. I almost said 8-bit dough. The arcade 1-up machines is just one of those screens that is modified to take HDMI, and it's like part of the project I did for my arcade machine. And then I just took that out of the shell, and then I put not a Raspberry Pi in here. A lot of people probably think there's a Raspberry Pi in here. It is actually one of those like crappy all-in-one game machines that you see all over like AliExpress and stuff. I got it for this video where I opened up my P.O. box to any companies who wanted to send me stuff. I just said yes to everything. That machine from that video, and it's all powered by one like 12-volt cable or something. I don't know. And back here somewhere, oh, there it is. I have a USB-C cable. That still isn't quite right. A USB-C cable that I tried to, there we go, hide behind it. That's actually like 6 or maybe even 10 feet long. And you can plug a controller in. Hold up. You can plug it in. Well, I swear somebody told me that I could just hit a button and it would play the game that it was on. But no, it just took it back to the setup. This is Emulation Station running on this like Linux thing. I can play NES and Game Boy and all these other games that I do have loaded on here. I do have my collection of games loaded on these. You can play up to like Dreamcast. I don't think it plays PSP very well at all, but I really don't play games on here. I definitely own 2,306 arcade games. Or I found a random zip file on the internet, and I don't really care to play the majority of the games. I didn't really get this to play games. I wanted to have the functionality and the ability to play games. But what I wanted this for was for that screensaver where it just showed 30 seconds of gameplay footage of a ton of different arcade games. And it's just cool to look at. I'll just sit over there at my desk when I'm editing and I'll look over just for like a quick little break, just stare at video game art. It's beautiful. But if I want to, I can plug in the controller with USB-C and I can play games on here. Apparently I only have 29 Game Boy games on here, and one of them is Wordle. I don't know why I have Mortal Kombat on here. Nubo. It's a great game. You should play it. But yeah, if I wanted to, I could play games on here. I could also make it so it played like the Game Boy videos and Super Nintendo gameplay, but it was meant to be an arcade thing. I wanted the arcade games to show up here, so that is why I don't have the rest of the stuff up there, because it was meant to be looked at, but it was also meant to be played. Like I do have this at my eye level, so I can play this if I wanted to. I also wanted to have a little stool that could go underneath my record table that you still can't see, and so I could just pull it out plop down on it. I didn't do that. So yeah, this is my like retro corner of my room. I don't know why it keeps connecting and disconnecting the PS5 controller. You can't even see that. It's probably not even in focus. Hopefully the arcade machine has been in focus at some point throughout this video. That's why I'm off camera now. I'm hiding in my closet. Okay, I'm gonna unplug the controller so you can actually see the art. Fine, I'll show you guys my very dusty retro corner. Do not judge me for the dust, okay? I'm being very real. Here is my record table. I made it so you can store records over on this side, and then I could also put stuff in here. I want it to be bigger. I don't know why I made it so big. I don't remember anymore. But there's a cassette holder down there. There's also a really crappy AliExpress cassette player that I have down there, along with my one Guardians of the Galaxy cassette. And then I've got my two Zelda, and I don't remember what the other boxed Famicom Mini GBA game is. Oh, we're out of focus. Bring it back. And then I also have my my original Pong right there. I really like that. And then also I got the really crappy knockoff old school earphones like he has in Guardians of the Galaxy. Star-Lord, that's his name. I try and hide the cables as much as I can, but I don't know why it's not going back to the screensaver mode like I wanted to. I also have that Duck Hunt poster over there. It's metal. I bought it from AliExpress as well for like $4, something like that. It came super bent, and I tried to bend it back as best I could, but it's still a little bent. And then up here, still counts as retro to me. I've got the my Beavers and Steelers dice hanging from my ceiling, but I've also got my Guardians of the Galaxy record up there, the one that has just like the actual soundtrack from the movie, not like the actual songs from like the 80s and stuff. There we go, finally. But I just like to sit and watch this stuff. I guess I could make it so I could look at footage of like Mario and all those Nintendo games that I love. But I don't know, something about arcade footage. Like arcade games upscale so well, and a lot of this footage looks really good. Shout out to whoever got all this footage, because that must have taken a long time. I mean, I'm sure it's like a lot of different people's footage up here. I don't think somebody just sat there and got 3,000 games worth of footage for arcade games, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I've always wanted to show this off. I've been thinking about doing like a room tour, but I don't know. I don't know whether or not I should make that like a second channel thing, a members only thing. But like I also like upgraded my closet, and I really like it. I think it's really cool. Right now it's a little messy, so I'm definitely not going to show you that. But maybe eventually. I like really the whole room I upgraded, and it looks really nice. But yeah, I just wanted to really show this off because I never made a video on it. I wanted to make a video on it. I didn't want to make a video on it initially. I wanted to do projects off camera because I just don't do that very often. Like as a YouTuber, I don't give myself time to make cool things for me and not write a script about it or not have to make sure I get 3 different angles of it, you know? Like, oh, gotta make sure everybody in the house is quiet while I'm recording this thing. But this was a nice break from being a YouTuber, but still being able to do a cool project like this that's just for me. But it was also kind of cool, and I wish I would have made a full video on it. I don't know how I would have been able to like title and thumbnail this video other than the way I'm doing it now for the second channel in a clickbaity way. Plus, it was really just like, okay, cut this wood, paint this wood, push things together, plug cables in, do some software magic, and boom, which is like kind of lame in my opinion. Like I wouldn't want to watch that video. I just want to see the end result. So it's like maybe I could have made a short on it, but then I'm like, it's a lot of effort to put in for a short, but now you can monetize shorts. I don't know, man. Maybe I should just make shorts on cool projects I've done. Maybe I bring shorts back in 2025. We'll see. Gosh, that sounds weird to say. 2025, I'm gonna be 26 years old. What the heck is going on, man? I really, really like this project. I genuinely think it's the best project I never made a video on. It's the best video I never made. Maybe. I don't know. It also like allowed me to not rush the project. And it's like not a kindergarten craft, you know? Like the other video that I just recently posted or am about to post. I was able to take my time with it. I still felt rushed because I like to just get things done. I don't like to sit on projects for too long, but it looks very clean. I think this is something that will look cool as an art piece in like a future house of mine. Like I don't think this is too gamer cringe, and I don't think it's like too ugly that it wouldn't fit in a nice place, you know? Like it doesn't have to be designated to a man cave. Maybe it does. I don't know. I am kind of upset. There's like a lot of games that are like super thin. You may have like kind of like this game where it's like huge black borders on the edges. I'm like, I wish that I could filter all those games out. So it just like was only games that mostly filled the screen kind of thing. I don't know. But there's 2,806 whatever games on here. I don't know all the games and which ones fill the screen and which ones don't. Like this is fine, I guess. There's a few that are like literally this thick and they go all the way down and it's like why? Why do I need to see that? I don't know. So maybe if I did like Game Boy games and stuff like that, it would also fill the frame pretty well and it'd be cool games that I know and love. Like see, like that just looks so cool, man. Okay, I gotta end this video. See ya.